Hi, Pastor Justin here. I was sitting here in my office and I thought I'd make a quick video to tell you about the ministry, the program we have going on here at Jackson Heights Church now. The program is called L.I.V.E, and it's an acronym for Live in Victory Every Day. And we're seeking to help anyone and everyone who is struggling with addictions to drugs and or alcohol. Those that know me know that I was a drug addict and alcoholic for many years, and I have a special place in my heart to help those struggling with addiction. Every time I look into the eyes of someone who's addicted, I see my eyes. Every time I see a mother crying and asking for help because her child's addicted to drugs, I see my mother. So what we did is we put together a team of men and women who are redeemed addicts and alcoholics. And now we're seeking to help others. We can help folks get into detox. We work with a variety of what I call Christian drug rehabs. And we can help you get into rehab. We can help you get into treatment. We also have a support group, and we meet the first and third Tuesday night of every month. We start with a meal. We want everyone to know that they are welcome and accepted. And I think sharing a meal together, sitting down at a table together, is a great way to do that. We usually have a nice home-cooked meal that some of the ladies in the church prepare. Sometimes, like tonight, we're going to just pick up some pizzas and have salad and desserts as well. But we meet the first and third Tuesday night of every month here in our church fellowship hall at 7 p.m. We start with a meal, and then often we'll have someone share their testimony. We have a speaker, and then we have a small group discussion or a big group discussion, depending on how many people are here. Based on the program, we talk about things like making a commitment to change, about being honest with yourself, with those close to you, and with God. You have to admit that you can't beat addiction on your own. You got to make a real commitment to get clean and sober, right? Sobriety involves changing many things, including how you deal with stress, who you allow into your life, what you do with your free time, how you think about yourself. Consider the things that are important to you, like your family, your kids, your career, your health. How does your drug and alcohol use affect those things? We talk about making a plan to stay clean and sober. We talk about dealing with the underlying issues, right? And we all have these hurts and hang-ups and insecurities that we've got to deal with. We've all been hurt. We've all got issues from our past. A complete change doesn't happen overnight. And so we encourage people to find a good church and be there when the doors are open. Right? If you're into AA or NA, if those meetings help you, we encourage you to attend AA or NA meetings regularly. We have guys here that are part of the program that will go to NA and AA meetings with you. We suggest forming the habit of having a quiet time with God every morning and every night. We encourage reaching out for support. Don't try to do it alone. You've got to have a solid support system. You've got to have positive people and positive influences in your life. Right? Overcoming addiction is not easy. You need people you can turn to for encouragement and guidance and a listening ear. And that's why we have this support group. We want to build a sober network, right? A group of redeemed addicts and alcoholics that encourage one another and support one another and lift each other up. Right? You got to avoid those old friends and old places. You got to avoid triggers. Right? Once you get clean and sober, your brain needs time to recover and rebuild connections that have changed while you're addicted. And during this time, drug cravings can be intense. And so you've got to make a conscious effort to avoid people and places and situations that triggers the urge to use. You've got to break away from old friends. You've got to surround yourself with people who will support your sobriety, and not those who will tempt you to slip back into old destructive habits. You've got to learn healthy ways to cope with stress. I know everything that would happen in my life, if something went bad, immediately I turned to drugs and alcohol. But there are healthier ways to keep your stress levels down. Right? And you've got to learn how to do these things. And we talk about this in our meetings. You've got to build a meaningful, sober life. Learn to get involved in your community. Replace bad activities with positive activities. Volunteer. Get involved in your church, community of faith. Join a club, a neighborhood group that's doing positive things. Look after your health. Cultivate your faith. I encourage learning to serve God. And most importantly, if you fall, get right back up. The only person who has been defeated is the one who has quit, the one who has given up. And one of the mottos that I live by is, I cannot be defeated and I will not quit. Don't ever give up. Keep on keeping on. If you slip, if you mess up, get right back up and get going. Relapse is frustrating and discouraging, but it's also an opportunity to learn from your mistakes and grow. So rather than giving up, get back up and get back in the fight. Get back going in the right directions. Call someone. Go to a meeting. Get back in treatment. Right? Your life can change, but you've got to decide to make a change. You've got to place your trust, your hope in Jesus Christ. You see, there are all kinds of physiological issues when you're dealing with addiction. It affects your body, your mind. But addiction is primarily a problem of the heart. And until you've dealt with the heart issues, the spiritual issues that so many programs fail to address, you're never going to find the real healing. You're never going to learn to live in victory every day. If you need help, if you're struggling, we can help you. Send me a message. You can message my brother, Watchman Shepherd. You can message Brian Kroom, Harry Edwards, Gary McIntyre. There's a lot of folks, and we'd love to help you. We can help you get into detox. We can help you get into drug treatment. I'll be glad to meet with you, to meet with your family. Whatever we can do to help, we want to help. We're praying for you, and we're looking forward to seeing you at our next meeting. First and third Tuesday night of every month in the Fellowship Hall at Jackson Heights Church, 7 o'clock. Thank you.